Hey guys, this is Chris, Tabletop Sports Delaware. We're bringing you Game 11 of our 2020 Mets Before Play. This game is being played on the 6th of May, 2020 here in Atlanta, Georgia. Which I just like to write stuff like that down after I've started recording. Boom! We are in SunTrust Park. The Mets are in Atlanta for a 3-game series, and then they'll be heading back for a little bit of a homestand where they will host the Giants, the Rockies, and the D-backs. But they got to get a 3-game shot in down here in ATL before they head back north to roost. Out of this game for the Braves, shortstop Swanson, little bit of a hammy kind of thing. He's going to be out for this game, so HMB is going to be starting at shortstop. And Ahmed Rosario out this game, but he's coming back tomorrow. Ahmed Rosario, he did a little bit of light workout today, so reports are to be had. Seemed to be doing well, and the trainer was like, no go for tonight. Let's give it one more night just to be sure. So Nunez is going to be in the lineup for the Mets for one more game for sure. So let's go ahead and get through these starting lineups real quick, and we'll hit some baseball for your New York Mets. Starting at third base and leadoff, Jeff McNeil. Eduardo Nunez is going to be playing shortstop. He'll bat second. J.D. Davis, left fielder, batting third. Robinson Cano, second base, batting fourth. Wilson Ramos, batting fifth. He's the catcher. Michael Conforto's been solid in the sixth spot in the batting order. He's the right fielder. Jake Marisnick is in center for Brandon Nimmo. Nimmo is getting a little bit of a rest. Not doing that well, only batting about 113 or something like that. So Marisnick will bat seventh. Peter Alonso, first baseman, batting eighth. And ninth, the starting pitcher, Jake deGrom. So let's go ahead and go through the lineup for the Atlanta Braves, the Bravos, the Tomahawks. Interesting side note, I just got the 1995 World Series teams for APBA, Braves and Indians. So I'm looking forward to playing with those guys. Starting for your Braves, Ronald Acuna Jr., he's going to be playing center field, not right. He'll be leading off. Ozzie Albies, second baseman, will be batting second. Marcell Ozuna, left fielder, batting third. Freddie Freeman is cleanup. He's first baseman. Travis d'Arnaud, catcher, is batting fifth. Nick Markakis is going to be playing right field. He'll bat sixth. John Camargo, third baseman, batting seventh, and Adeiny Hechavarria is going to be filling in for the injured Dansby Swanson at shortstop. He'll bat eighth, and ninth is going to be the starting pitcher for the Braves this evening, Max Fried. So let us go ahead and get us some baseball on. We are set. Umpire says play ball just as I drop the entire Mets lineup on the floor at my feet, which is impossible pick back up again. So, one moment. Dog face, little. Anything to make it easier, right? Okay, so who goes where? Who's on first? These are all mixed up. Ramos, Conforto. Alonso's at the bottom. McNeil's leading off. Marisnick is seventh. Nunez, Davis, and Cano underneath McNeil. Okay, we got everybody. Earthquake! Alright, Max Fried is set to go here at SunTrust Park in Atlanta, Georgia. And he will be facing Jeff McNeil, Eduardo Nunez, and J.D. Davis. Here we go. Top of the first, and this is the game. 1, 2, 4. Fried is not control, and McNeil is not eager. That's going to be a walk for McNeil. Decide or die said so on both counts. So, first base runner on for the Mets. Brings up Eduardo Nunez. Fried with the pitch. 4-5-6 with a decider. Patient batter, no. That's going to be a fly out to center field. Acuna Jr. gets underneath it. He's going to make that catch easily for out number 1. McNeil trots back to first. That is 1 out. Going to bring up J.D. Davis, and we're looking at team chemistry. 2-4. Batting team is semi-harmonious. The Mets. Batter connects on a bloop single into right field. Drops in front of Markakis. That is going to advance. Let's make sure. Runners advance 1 base, so that is going to get McNeil around to second. 2 on, 1 out. Brings up Robinson Cano, batting .521 so far. I did want to have that up. One moment. I want to be able to call that stuff out every once in a while. A drive. Yeah, I did want to have this ready so I could do that. Let's see. Let's open you. Yes, you. One moment. Something I forgot I wanted to do, so no, I am not prepared because I'd forgotten that I wanted to do it. However, I'm going to do it. So we want to put that over there. We want to put that all the way over there. We want to open this up a little bit more. And, okay, that's just about what I want to do it. Alright, so yeah, Michael Conforto, .521 batter, 4 homers so far leading the Mets. Facing Max Fried, 1 out, 2 on. Here we go, 2-4-5 for Cano. He is not a hero. Pops it up in the center infield. Ozzie Albies gets underneath it, calls off Hechavarria. Easy work of the pop-up. That is 2 away. And that is going to take us to the player experience chart for Wilson Ramos. Ramos so far is a .295 batter this year. He's hit 3 out of the park. Here is the pitch from Fried. 1-6 icon pitcher. No. Batter connects, and that's going to be a single to left field. Ozuna is coming in on it, and that is going to get McNeil to third. He is going to try to score. No, he's going to be held at third. So base hit for Ramos. Loaded bases, top of the first, 2 out. Michael Conforto at the plate. Conforto having a good start of the season, batting .405. He's hit 2 out of the park, 2 doubles. Struck out 8 times. Fried is set. Here comes the pitch. Trip, 3s. Nah, God. Utility or sad sack. Conforto is not. That's a base clearing triple into right center. Conforto. The Mets continue scoring runs. And that is 3-0 New York, top of the first. Fried is getting tagged early, hopefully for the Braves. Not often. 2 outs. Marisnick at the plate. Marisnick has had 3 pinch hit appearances. He is 1 for 3 on the season. Max Fried trying to get out of this inning, 3-6-6. He is not a pinch hitter. Fly ball to center field. Acuna Jr. gets underneath it, makes the catch. That's out number 3. Mets score 3 in the top of the first. Let us see how the Braves fare at the bottom of the inning. Jake deGrom, well, we kind of almost knew the answer to that one. Ronald Acuna Jr., here we go. deGrom is set. Here's the pitch. Yeah, I meant to do that. Alrighty, here's the pitch, 3-6-6. Not a pinch hitter. Fly ball to center field. And it looks like Marisnick is going to get underneath that one and make the catch. That is out number 1. Ozzie Albies comes in. Jake deGrom so far, 2 starts, 2 wins, 1 complete game. He's pitched 17 innings, struck out 22, walked 4, 3.18 ERA, 0.94 WHIP, 3.56, and that is a lefty-righty matchup, not a strikeout, and is going to be a single down the third base line. McNeil can't get on it, and it's into left field. Conforto relays it in. Albies with a 1-out single here in the bottom of the first. Marcell Ozuna with a runner on. Jake deGrom, 1-6-6. He's not a workman or gilded. Ozuna is a whiffer. That's a strikeout. K number 1 for deGrom. Second out here in the bottom of the first. Freddie Freeman at the plate. deGrom with the pitch. 1-4-4. And deGrom is double flash. That's going to be a strikeout. And, okay, that is going to be strikeout. So that is out number 3. Alrighty, we're going to go to the top of the second. Our officiating crew for this game, home plate umpire Jeremy Rehack. Pat Hoberg is out on the first base foul line. Corey Blazer at second, and Mike McClinsky is going to be on the third base foul line. Alrighty, Max Fried comes up to the mound, gets some warm-up throws with his catcher Travis d'Arnaud. Pete Alonso is going to come up. He's 8th in the order, to be followed by deGrom. Back to the top for McNeil. And here we go. Alonso struggling in this early season. He is only batting, get back on that. Alonso batting only .204 at this point. Alrighty, he's got 2 homers, 4 doubles, but he struck out 15 times. Fried hoping to add to that total, 224. And Fried is pitching at home, pop-up in the center infield. Hechavarria calls off Albies and Fried, makes easy work of the pop-up. That is 1 away. And now Jake deGrom at the plate. Fried with the pitch, 1-2-4. He is not a control pitcher, and the batter is not eager. The batter is eager. That's a pop-up on the right side of the infield. Freddie Freeman steps past the foul line, steps back in fair territory, makes the catch. So 2 pop-ups, 2 up, 2 down. Jeff McNeil comes to the plate for Max Fried. McNeil batting .326 early on here. With that walk in his first at bat, that's a total of 3 walks so far. He's 2 doubles, a triple, and a homer. Max Fried, 1-4-6. He is flash, and that's going to be a strikeout. Catches Jeff McNeil. Swinging at the knee cheese. Alrighty. 1-2-3 go the Mets in the top of the second. Score still stands at 3-0. We go to the bottom of the inning. Jake deGrom is set to face 5-6-7. Travis d'Arnaud, Nick Markakis, and Johan Camargo. Alrighty, here we go. 3-4-5. Iron catcher, no. Good eye on the batter, no. And that's a strikeout for deGrom, number 3, in this very early stages of the game. So we're going to go to the baseball right now chart for Nick Markakis. 2-2, cold pitcher. deGrom just struck out the last batter, so no, he is not cold. All right, here's the pitch to Markakis. Markakis, line driving to left. No, Jeff McNeil gets his glove on it. So that is going to be out number 2. McNeil only a couple of steps away, and he got a good jump on it, able to make the stab. And Johan Camargo comes up to the plate. deGrom is set. Here's the windup, the pitch, and that'll be a 3-3-6. Ace or dynamic pitcher? No. Not the batter. That's going to be a single into center field. 2-out base hit to extend the inning for Johan Camargo, and that'll bring up Edeni Hechavarria. And we're going to player experience chart for Hechavarria's at bat. 5-6. Icon pitcher? No, as a matter of fact. Infield drama. Let's see what we get. Hechavarria, 3-4, trying to keep this inning going. Third baseman is not gold. And that's a base hit into left field for Hechavarria. That's going to advance Camargo to second base. 3, just to make sure. Runners advance 2 bases on any single. So that is going to get Camargo to third base. Men at the corners with 2 outs. 3-0 ball game, bottom of the second. Jake deGrom now facing Max Fried. Doesn't it always work out that way? Those of you who play these games and know as well as I do. Pitcher always comes up with 2 outs. 2-6-6. Runner is not thrown out at first. It's not the lead-off batter. Weak fly ball hit to right field. J.D. Davis is on his horse. Cano going out. And they almost collide. Davis with his glove in front of Cano. Somehow Davis is able to sidestep Cano. Cano didn't even know he was there, but he made the play, so that's going to be out number 3. 3-0 your score. We go to the top of the third. Max Fried is going to be facing 2-3-4 for the Mets in Eduardo Nunez, J.D. Davis, and Robinson Cano. So Nunez is set to go. He's filled in very well for the injured Ahmad Rosario thus far. 6 games started. He's 6 for 21, batting .285. He's got a double and a homer, 6 RBI. Eduardo Nunez, the pitch from Fried, 4-5-5. Fried is flash, and that's a strikeout. Fried's second of the game. J.D. Davis now comes to the plate. He singled his last time up, scored a run. That's going to be 1-4-4. And Fried is flash, and that's a strikeout again. He has set down 3 Mets in a row by way of the missed strike. Robinson Cano, 3-5-5. Cano popped up to second his last time up. Fried is definitely not struggling. Cano is not a champion. Hard ground ball. Hit to second base, fielded there by Ozzie Albies. Gets it over to Freddie Freeman for out number 3. And that will retire the side in order. Go to the bottom of the third. 3-0 is your score. Jake deGrom is set to take the mound, and he will face the top of the Braves order. Coming back up for Ronald Acuna Jr., Ozzie Albies, and Marcell Ozuna. So deGrom is set. Acuna comes out, knocks the dirt out of his cleats. He's set. deGrom, foul ball, roll 'em all. 3-3-5. He's not wild. Batter's not a sad sack. That is going to be a single into right. Falls in front of Markakis. No, falls in front of J.D. Davis, rather. So leadoff single for Acuna Jr., who is going to try to steal. Is he active? Yes, he is. Does he get the jump? That's a shame I wasted that 1. He gets the jump. And 2. Acuna steals second. Alrighty, runner on second, nobody out. Ozzie Albies is set. Jake deGrom, here comes the pitch. 1-3-6. He is not an ace, not whiffer or cold for the batter. Infield drama. 1-3 is the third baseman iron. The third baseman is not iron. Otherwise, routine ground out, and the lead die was a 1, so that's going to be hit hard at McNeil. Fields it, fires it over to, he's able to check Acuna at second, fires it over to Alonso for out number 1. Brings up Marcell Ozuna, left fielder. Ozuna struck out his last time up. Here's the pitch from deGrom, 1-4-4. Is deGrom flash? He is double flash. That is going to be a strikeout of Ozuna. Freddie Freeman comes to the plate. deGrom is he is looking to get this out. Gets the signs in from Ramos. Okay, we are now 2-2 in a count. Here comes the pitch. Curveball down. Freddie Freeman chases it. That is strike 3, and that's going to get the Mets out of the field and to the bat. 3-0 is your score. Mets have the lead. Here at SunTrust Park in Atlanta, Georgia on May the 6th, 2020. And Max Fried is coming out. He will face 5, 6, 7 of the Mets and Wilson Ramos, Michael Conforto, and Jake Marisnick. Fried is set. Here comes the pitch to Ramos. Ramos singled his last time up. And trip sixes, one of them is leaning up. That's a foul ball. Okay, stop with that. Keep them where we can see. Good. 1, 2, 3. Both flash and fresh. Yes, Fried. We're in the 4th inning. Decider Die says no. Hard ground ball hits a shortstop. That's going to be fielded cleanly by Hechavarria. And he's going to get it over to Freddie Freeman for out number 1. So Ramos is retired. Michael Conforto comes to the plate. Alrighty, 2-2-6, and that is going to be that one right there. Batter is hit by pitch. Conforto is plunked. Tripled his last time up, reaches first base this time. He is eyeing Fried. Fried just looking at Conforto as Conforto eases his way down to first. Conforto being followed by Travis Darnaud, but once he realizes Conforto is going to first, Darnaud steps back out on the mound, talks to Fried, make sure he's okay. Comes back in. Jake Marisnick is set. Man on first, 1 out. Top of the 4th. Marisnik, he flew out center his last time up. Max Fried is set. 1-2-6 to pitch. He is fresh this time. That is a hard line drive up the middle. Albies with a diving catch. And saves the base hit. Conforto scampers back to first. 2 outs, that's going to bring up first baseman Peter Alonso. Fried with the pitch. 1-6-6. Fried is not a workman. Alonso is not a whiffer. Decider die says so. Hard ground ball hits to third base. Right at Jeff McNeil. Takes the one hopper on a knee. Gets up, fires over to Alonso for out number 3. And we're going to go to the bottom of the 4th inning. That was ground out to third, so we're going to be looking at the player experience chart. Jake deGrom is coming up, and he will face Travis d'Arnaud, Nick Markakis, and Johan Camargo. d'Arnaud is set. deGrom with the pitch. 2-3. Roll 2 dice, dummy. 1-3. Prospect pitcher. He is not. Ground ball hit hard to third. It's going to be fielded over there by McNeil, and he's going to fire it over to Alonso for out number 1. Next up for the Braves, Nick Markakis sets in on the right side of the plate. A couple of warm-up swings. deGrom is set. Lefty-lefty matchup here. 1-2-6, and deGrom is not fresh. Markakis not a sad sack. That's going to be a single up the middle. Cano cannot get to it. Falls in front of Marisnik. Going to be relayed in, but Markakis is on with a base hit. 1 out, 1 on. Bottom of the 4th, 3-0 Mets. Brings up Johan Camargo, singled his last time up. Jake deGrom looking to get the Mets back to the plate. 2-4-6. deGrom is controlled. That's going to be a hard ground ball back to the box. He fires it to, let's see, that is a right-handed batter. So we're going to say he fires it to Cano at second. Not nearly enough time to get over to first. So Markakis is out at second on the 1-4. Camargo reaches with a fielder's choice. That's going to give us Danny Hechavarria at the plate. Jake deGrom, 2 outs, bottom of the 4th, man on first. Hechavarria is set. Here comes the pitch. 1-3-5. That'll be an unusual result. Black 1 is right back up front. Back up, back up. There we go. What have we got? 4-6. Big ballpark. SunTrust is semi-big. No, it is not a big ballpark in this case. Home Run King hits a home run. Hechavarria is not. He's going to hit this one. This ball is hit deep to right field. J.D. Davis on his horse towards right center. He's going to call off Marisnik on the warning track. He's going to make that catch on the run, and that is going to be out number 3. So nothing doing for the Braves in the bottom of the 4th. We go to the top of the 5th inning. And Max Fried comes back out. He settled down after that 3-run first inning, but the Braves are not able to put any runs across the plate. He's going to face deGrom in this inning. Jake deGrom and Jeff McNeil and Eduardo Nunez to follow. deGrom popped up to first his last time up. Fried is set. 1-1-3. Ace or dynamic? No. Batter is not a slugger. That's going to be a single to center field. Jake deGrom opens up with a base hit here in the top of the 5th. Jeff McNeil set to go. Runner on first. And McNeil's going to do the hit and run. Get that slow man across. So we do it just like, okay, cool. So here is the at-bat. Max Fried with the pitch. 2-3-5. He is not a wild pitcher. Eager. McNeil is not. The Cider Die said so. Ground ball to second base. And hit behind deGrom. deGrom is going to make it no problem. And Albies is going to get it over to Freeman. So the hit and run is pulled off. deGrom on second with 1 out. Brings off Eduardo Nunez. Max Fried is set. Here's the pitch. 1-1-3. Fried is not ace or dynamic. Nunez is a slugger. That's a double to left, and that's going to score deGrom. Being chased by Ozuna. Finally comes up with it. Relays it in. Nunez with a stand-up RBI double here in the top of the 5th, and it's 4-0 Mets. J.D. Davis now comes to the plate. 1 out, runner on second. Max Fried would really like to get out of this inning because he knows what these guys can do. And that is fresh. Decider Die says so. That is a hard ground ball hit to Hechavarria. Hechavarria gets it, and he is able to check Nunez at second. Fires it over to Freeman to get Davis with the 6-3 ground ball for those of you scoring at home. And if you're not scoring at home, you should be. 2 outs. Robinson Cano at the plate. Runner on second and Eduardo Nunez. Max Fried is set. Cano has popped to second, grounded to second. Here comes the pitch. 2, 3, 4 runners on base. We have plate drama. 5-5. Control pitcher. Decider Die said no. Pitch gets away wide of the plate. Wild pitch, and that's going to get Nunez to third. So wild pitch. 2 outs. Runner 90 feet away from being a 5-0 ball game. Robinson Cano digs in. Fried rocks and fires. 2-2-3. He's not a wild pitcher. Well, not this time. Cano is a slugger. Hard line drive hit up the center of the infield. Hechavarria gets on it. Makes a fantastic play. That's going to be out number 3. But the Mets do score 1 in the top of the 5th. We're going to go to the bottom of the bracket. Game is now official after 4.5 innings. Jake deGrom, we never did that. Well, we'll do it later. We'll just say it's nice weather. We never checked the weather. Forgot to do that. deGrom is facing Max Fried. Fried is pitching a decent game. It's not time to take him out yet. Fried will bat. 1-2-6. deGrom is fresh. Decider Die says Fried hits a weak line drive right at Robinson Cano. Makes the catch. That's going to be 1 away. Ronald Acuna Jr. deGrom is set. Here comes the pitch. 2, 4, 5. He is a hero, and that is a single into left field. Falls in front of Conforto. Now, Davis is over there. Why do I have that backwards? Why do I have that backwards? Sorry. I gotta fix that. Don't know why, but I gotta fix that. Let me make sure I know. Yeah, why on earth do I have those backwards? Sorry, OCD is going to fix this. Conforto and Davis. Got them backwards, so I'm calling them wrong. Davis. I had to fix that. Okay, we're back. Alrighty, and that was, just to make sure, 2, 4, 5. Single in the left, falls in front of J.D. Davis. Davis relays it back in, but that's a base hit for Acuna Jr., his second base hit in a row. 1 out, 1 on, 4-0 ball game Mets. Jake deGrom is set. Ozzie Albies at the plate. Acuna Jr. is going to try to steal again. He gets the jump. Is he active? He is active. And 1. Steals second again. Acuna Jr. owning the first second base path. Jake deGrom is set, looking back to second to keep Albies honest. Down. 1, 2, 4. The pitch. He is control. Hard ground ball hit to shortstop. Nunez checks Acuna at second, gets it over to first to force Albies. Beats him there by a couple of steps. That's out number 2. Runner on second, Marcell Ozuna comes up to the plate, the left fielder for the Braves. 2, 3, 4 runners on base. We've got plate drama again. 2-2. Catcher Gold. Mets. Ramos is not Gold. Foul ball. Check swing, foul ball for Ozuna, back into the stand. So that's the 0-1. deGrom gets a new fresh ball given to Ramos by Jeremy Rehack. And here we go. The next pitch, 1-5-5. Home run king, yes, that's a long fly ball. Ozuna has launched this one. It's going over Marisnick's head, and that's going to be a home run here in the bottom of the 5th. And the Braves are finally on the board 2-run shot with 2 outs for Marcell Ozuna. That's going to score Ronald Acuna Jr. Scores 4-2 now. 2 outs. deGrom has given up the long ball. Freddie Freeman comes up to the plate. deGrom wants to get out of this inning bad. He is a control pitcher. Hard ground ball back to the box. deGrom knocks it down, picks it up on the edge of the pitcher's mound, flings it over to Alonso for out number 3. But the Braves do score 2, so they pull back a little closer. We're going to go to the top of the 6th inning for the Mets. Max Fried still on the hill and in charge for the Braves. Wilson Ramos will be his first batter faced. Michael Conforto and Jake Marisnick to follow. Ramos is set. Fried with the pitch here. 4-2, top of the 6th. 1-5-6 is the pitch. He's not a whiffer. Outfield drama. This one is hit 4-4 to center field, and the center fielder is not iron. He has hit the center field. Acuna Jr. on the run towards the right center in the warning track, calls off Markakis, makes the catch. It's going to be out number 1. And we're going to go to the team chemistry chart. Michael Conforto, Max Fried. Here comes the pitch. 4-6. Pitching team dissonance. Semi. Yes, they are dissonant in this instance. Dissonance in the instance. 4-6. Pitcher distracted. There is a fan heckling him, and his head is not in this at bat. And he throws it high and inside. Conforto lets the 3-0 pitch go by. That is ball 4. Conforto is on with 1 out. Jake Marisnick comes up to the plate. Max Fried is set. Marisnick has flown to center and lined to second so far in this game. Fried looking to get the Braves back to the plate. 2-6-6. Runner is thrown out at first. Conforto caught sleeping. So that is now 2 outs. Nobody on him. Marisnick at the plate. Fried sees light at the end of the tunnel, and hopefully it's not a train. 2-3-6. Double controller dynamic? No. Pitcher is not batting, and Marisnick sits on a 3-0 and works a walk. So they have a runner on first again. Peter Alonso, who has popped up to short, grounded to third in this game. They'll wind up the pitch. 4-6-6. Control pitcher. Decider Die says no. Home run king or slugger. He is a home run king. That's a strikeout. Fried with the K to get out of the inning. 4-2 is your score. We go to the bottom of the 6th. And Jake deGrom is coming out. He will face 5, 6, 7 for the Braves, and Travis d'Arnaud, Nick Markakis, Johan Camargo. deGrom is set. Here comes the pitch. 1, 2, 3. Both flash and fresh. Decider Die says so. That's going to be a strikeout. And since he is double flash, that is going to bring Nick Markakis to the plate. Here comes the 1-2. High cheese. Markakis chases, swings underneath it. That is strike 3. That is 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th. Johan Camargo comes up to the plate, third baseman. He has singled and reached first on fielder's choice. deGrom with the pitch, 5-5-6. He is not an ace. Sad sack. The batter is not. Double into right field to keep this inning alive. So 2 outs, bottom of the 6th, down by 2, and Adeiny Hechavarria has a base runner in scoring position. deGrom looking to get through this. 4-4-5. Workman. deGrom is not. Patient. The batter is not. Hard ground ball hit to first. Right at Alonso. Alonso trots over. Forces Hechavarria. And that's going to be out number 3. No runs plated by the Mets here in the bottom of the 6th inning. We go to the top of the 7th. And that is going to bring Jake deGrom up to the plate. Max Fried will face him, and then he will go on to pitch to Jeff McNeil and Eduardo Nunez. So deGrom is set to go. Fried, top of the 7th. Both pitchers going deep into this game. 2-2-6. Batter there. Yep, batter is hit by pitch. And this time we've got a warning. Jeremy Rahak comes out and points a finger at the Mets dugout, points a finger at the Braves dugout, and he issues his warning. He says, anyone else gets hit, I start ejecting people. That's all there is to it. Jeff McNeil comes up to the plate. Runner on first, and Jake deGrom. McNeil, they're not putting the hit and run on this time. Just a regular at bat. 3-4-6. Fried pitching. Eager batter. Decide or die says so. Fly ball to center field. This one is deep. Acuna Jr. on his horse. Back by the wall. Makes the catch. Fires it in, and deGrom retreats back to first base. Fantastic range by Ronald Acuna Jr. on that one. One away. Mets. Eduardo Nunez. Here's the pitch, 3-4-5, iron catcher, no. Good eye batter, no. That's a strikeout for Fried. And that's going to bring us to J.D. Davis with the baseball right now chart. 2 outs, runner on first, top of the 7th, 2-2. Cold batter, J.D. Davis is. He did not get a hit his last time. No, he didn't strike out, so he's not cold. I'm sorry. All right, here comes the pitch from Fried. J.D. Davis. He lights this one up in the left field. Camargo gets his glove on it. Eliminates the base hit. No runs plated by the Mets in the top of the 7th. We go to the bottom of the inning. 7th inning stretch. And Jake deGrom is going to come to the plate. No, to the mound. He's not going to. He can come to the plate if he wants to. Awfully tough to pitch from there. And Max Fried, we're going to see a pinch hitter. And I do believe it is going to be who? It's going to be somebody, because they have some somebodies. Thinking Adam Duvall is going to come in and pinch hit for Max Fried. Fried has done enough for this game. Now we got to put him up here so that way I can see what we're doing. Duh. Say right there, 9-2 Duvall to face Jake deGrom. Here we go. deGrom is set. Bottom of the 7th, 2-5-5. deGrom is a star. That's going to be a strikeout. Duvall goes down swinging. Going to be back to the top of the order for Ronald Acuna Jr. He made that fantastic play in center in the last inning. deGrom sets, he rocks, he fires. 1-5-6. Acuna is a whiffer, and that's a strikeout for deGrom. That is deGrom's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th, 9th K so far in the game. Ozzie Albies, 2 outs, bottom of the 7th. Jake deGrom is large and in charge on the hill for the Mets. Braves need to get something going soon. They're running out of time. 3-3-6. Ace or dynamic. deGrom is not sad sack utility patient, not Albies. And that's going to be a single into center field to extend the inning. 2 out single for Albies. And we are going to player experience for Marcell Ozuna. deGrom with a pitch. 1-4. Prospect batter, no. And he hits a bloop single into center. That's going to fall in front of Jake Marisnick. And Albies is going to be able to make it to second. He's held up there. Freddie Freeman comes in 2 on, 2 out. Bottom of the 7th. Mets up 4-0. Jake deGrom wants to get out of this inning and get the Mets back to the plate. 2-4-6 to pitch. Control. He is control. Hard ground ball back to the box. deGrom gets it. Fires it over to Peter Alonso for out number 3. Second time he has gotten Freeman to ground out to the pitcher. The other 2 times Freeman was up, he struck out. No runs plated for the Braves. In the bottom of the inning, we go to the top of the 8th. And we'll have a relief pitcher coming in just a moment for the Braves after we do our Tabletop Sports Delaware triple check. 1, 2, 3. 4. 3 and 1 is 4. We must be situationally appropriate. And 2 runs for the Braves. So that's all we've got. Okay, so Robinson Cano will be the leadoff batter. And which pitcher will he face? Let's see. Dink, dink, dink. He's going to go there. Oh, what do we got? What do we got? What we got? What we got? We got Chris Martin. The Braves still have a chance. They're going to bring Chris Martin in to face the part of the Mets order here in the top of the 8th inning. So let's do Martin. New pitcher right there. Actually, let's count out what Fried did. Fried had a pretty good game. He went 7 innings. Gave up 4 earned runs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 hitter. Not too shabby, really. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 strikeouts and 3 walks. 1 wild pitch. So Chris Martin comes in, top of the 8th. Robinson Cano is set to go, be faced by Ramos and Conforto. Martin trying to stave off any more scoring by the Mets. 3, 4, 5 is the pitch. Iron catcher, no. Good eye by Cano, no. That's a strikeout for Martin. He starts off on the right foot. So we go to the baseball now chart for Wilson Ramos at bat. Martin with a pitch. 5-6. Hot batter. Ramos is not a hot batter. So we've got infield drama on Ramos at bat. 4-5. Shortstop is Iron. Atlanta. Shortstop is not Iron. Bobbled ball fielded by Hechavarria, but he's able to get it. Fires it over to Freeman and beats Ramos there by a step. So that's going to be out number 2. Michael Conforto comes up to face Martin. He has tripled, a 3 RBI triple back in the first, cleared the bases, scored all 3 runs, reached first on a hit pitch, and reached first on a walk. Martin is set. 2 hits batsman so far in this game. I didn't mark that down. I know, OCD, gotta do it when I see it. Okay, Martin to Conforto. Here comes the pitch. 1, 2, 5. Martin is not struggling. Conforto is not patient. Ground ball. He's not a whiffer. Ground ball to third base. Fielded over there by Johan Camargo. Gets it up and fires the one-hopper over to Freeman for out number 3. 1, 2, 3. The Mets are retired in order. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It is a 2-run ball game. 4-2 your score here from SunTrust Park in Atlanta, Georgia. Jake deGrom and his Mets are leading the Atlanta Braves. Travis d'Arnaud will be his first batter, 5th in the order, the catcher. He'll be followed by Nick Markakis and Johan Camargo, getting towards the bottom of the order, which may be up in the 9th, and that may not be good for the Braves. Let's see how well deGrom does here in the 8th. d'Arnaud is set. Here's the pitch, 3, 4, 6, and d'Arnaud is eager, and that's a fly ball to center field. And Jake Marisnick gets underneath it. Easy work of the fly ball. That is 1 away. Nick Markakis at the plate. And here is the pitch to Markakis from deGrom, 2, 2, 3. deGrom is not wild. Make sure on that. Eager batter grounds out. Runners, nope, okay. And he's not slugger. He is slugger. Okay, here's the pitch from deGrom. Markakis smacks it, and Nunez is all over it. Right at Eduardo Nunez. That's going to be out number 2. Hit right to him. Only had to take a step to his right and snatch his glove up, and he was able to make that catch easy. Johan Camargo, the third baseman, set to face deGrom. 2 outs, bottom of the 8th. 4-2 game for the Mets. 3, 4, 5. Iron catcher, no. Good eye for the batter, no. That's a strikeout. deGrom with his 10th. No runs plated for the Braves. We're going to go to the top of the 9th inning. And Chris Martin comes out for his 2nd inning of work. He'll face the bottom of the Mets order. And that's going to be Jake Marisnick, Peter Alonso, and Jacob deGrom. I see deGrom going the 9th in this. We'll find out. We'll see where it goes. Marisnick with the leadoff at bat. 1, 2, 3. Both flash and fresh. Martin, the decider die, says so. That's a strikeout. Marisnick goes down swinging. 2nd strikeout for Chris Martin. Peter Alonso at the plate. Martin is set. The windup, the pitch. 1, 2, 4. He is a controlled pitcher. That is hit hard to shortstop. Hechavarria takes the two-hopper, fires it over for Freeman. That is out number 2. And with no offensive prospects on the base paths, Jake deGrom is going to come out and bat here in the top of the 9th. Chris Martin is set. The windup, the pitch. 3, 4, 6. Eager batter. He's an eager batter. Weak looper to center field. Acuna Jr. is running in. Calls off Albies, who was playing deep, and that is going to be out number 3. And deGrom is going to come out in this somewhat close situation. But they've got some activity in the bullpen. So let's see how well deGrom does here. He's going to be facing probably... what is their situation? Tyler Flowers is going to... Hechavarria is going to bat. Okay. Hechavarria is going to bat. So Jake deGrom will face Hechavarria here. Danny Hechavarria, the first batter. Bottom of the 9th here in SunTrust Park in Atlanta, Georgia on May 6, 2020. And it looks like Hechavarria is set. deGrom, the windup, the pitch, 3, 5, 5. He's not a struggler. Batter is not champion. That's going to be... Decide or Die says strike 3, number 11 for deGrom in this game. And we're going to see a pinch hitter come in for Chris Martin. That's going to be catcher Tyler Flowers. That was the decision I was trying to make just a moment ago. And we're going to plug Flowers in right there. 9-3 Flowers. So that means Martin went 2 innings. Flowers is set, 1 out. It's time for some flower power here in Atlanta. Bottom of the 9th, Jake deGrom gets the signs in from Ramos. Shakes off the first one, likes the second one, takes it. Sets. Here is the pitch to Flowers. 3, 4, 6. Eager batter he is not. And Flowers sits on the 3-2 full count. And some think foolishly, but he gets a walk out of it. So the Braves have some business here in the bottom of the 9th. That's going to go to the team chemistry chart for Ronald Acuna Jr. Runner on first. Flowers not a threat to steal. 1-6. Batting team dissonance. They are semi-dissonant. They are dissonant. Distracted, swings a poor pitch, pops it up. Acuna Jr. does. He's thinking about something else at the wrong moment. Robinson Cano gets underneath it and makes easy work of the pop-up. That is out number 2. Ozzie Albies comes up to the plate. 2 outs. Albies is set. Jake deGrom, he's going to finish this one out. Albies is singled twice, grounded to short, grounded to third. deGrom with the pitch. 5, 6, 6. That's not good for deGrom. He's not wild. Batter does not have a good eye. Nope, that's a strikeout. Number 12, and that's going to end the game. End of the game. Jake deGrom goes the distance for the second time in this short season. Ah, man. Alrighty. So let us move these guys to the side, and then we'll do some figuring of statistical stuff. Jake deGrom, wire to wire. Never lost the lead. Ahmed Rosario comes back tomorrow. Yeah, how's that? Ahmed Rosario comes back tomorrow. All right. There's some baseball here this evening. Mets improved to 9-2. Their wonderful start continues. Let's come down here and check out some statistics and see what we've got. Oh, not a lot to count, so that kind of pleases me, I must admit. Let's do this. Let's check the pitchers out. Well, let's get the finals first. So your final score is New York Mets 4, 2 for the Braves. Cleanly fielded. There were no errors, as I recall. No boffos. So let's see. Martin, he pitched 2 innings. He struck out 2, yep, and no hits, walks, or runs given. So Martin came in, did his job, shut down the Mets, but could not get it going at the plate because deGrom was just on his game. Retired the side in the 8th and struck out 2 in the 9th. As you can see right there. Retired the side in the 8th, struck out 2 in the 9th. Jake deGrom, late game command on the mound. So he went 9 innings. He gets to win the complete game. Loss gets tagged on Max Fried. Let's see, he gave up 2 earned runs. He did give up a homer. Let's write that over here. 2 earned runs on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 hits. Struck out 12. How many walks? Is 1 walk. 12 Ks and 1 walk. So the Braves had 11 base runners, scored 2 runs, they left 9 on base. So the Braves just squandered opportunities. First inning, runner on first. Second inning, runners at the corners with 2 outs. Third inning, runner on second, no outs. Fourth inning, they had a runner on first. Fifth inning, they scored 2 runs. They got that right. Sixth inning, 2-out double, so left Camargo on. Seventh inning, runners at first and second with 2 outs, left them on. And ninth inning, Flowers made it to first with 1 out on the walk. They left him there. Lots of opportunities to the Braves, squandered. Let's do some stats. That's your post-game analysis right there. That's right, buddy. Jeff McNeil is 0 for 3. Runs scored, K and a walk. Eduardo Nunez is 1 for 4. Run batted in, double, 2 Ks. 1 for 4 for Davis. JD scored a run with a strikeout. 0 for 4 for Cano with a strikeout. 1 for 4 Ramos with a run scored. 1 of 2 Conforto with 3 runs batted in and a triple. However, a walk and hit by pitch. Jake Marisnick in his first start of the season, 0 for 3. K and a walk. 0 for 4 Peter Alonso continues his early season batting struggle. Jake deGrom, 1 of 3, scored a run and he was hit by a pitch. Surprising, and I think that's why they warned him. I mean, Conforto with a hit, but with the lead and they go after deGrom, the starting pitcher, that's when the umpire came out and said, this stops now. So, yeah, hit by pitch. De-dum. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Only 5 hits for the Mets. 4 runs on 5 hits. And 3 walks. So, 8 base runners. They only left 4 on base. So, the Mets made the most of what they had, especially here in the first inning. 4 base runners, 3 of them scored. That's what it's all about. Max Fried pitched a good game. Martin pitched great in relief, but the Mets took advantage of what they had and made it work. Acuna Jr. is 2 for 5 with a run, 2 stolen bases, and a strikeout. Ozzie Albies is 2 for 5 with a strikeout. Acuna Jr. is 2 for 4. Run scored, 2 runs batted in, home run, struck out twice. Freddie Freeman 0 for 4, struck out twice. Travis d'Arnaud 0 for 4, struck out twice. I'm detecting a theme. Nick Markakis, and let's see, he's 1 for 4, struck out. Johan Camargo, the cold batter, reached base 3 times. He was 2 of 4 with a double and a strikeout. Reached first base 3 times. Made it to third, made it to second, in scoring position twice. Both times with only 2 outs, but still could not make it. Hechavarria, replacing the injured Dansby Swanson. He goes 1 for 4 with a strikeout. And Freed goes 0 for 2. The others go 0 for 1 with a K and a walk, and that's your star guys. Star guys. 1 for O, K, O, O, walk. So that is 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 base hits by the Braves. And they were not able to make it happen. 10 base hits, 11 runners, so 9 left on base. Your final score, Mets jumped to 9-2. 4 runs on 5 base hits, no errors. The Atlanta Braves, 2 runs on 10 base hits and no errors. Mets win 4-2. Guys, thank you very much for watching the game. This is Chris, Tabletop Sports Delaware, and we will bring you Game 12 tomorrow, Lord willing and the creek don't rise. Thank you very much, and keep on rolling, guys. Take care.